Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Bondcast, baby. And today I'm your host again, Joshua Bondock. We are here for episode 2. And today I have two, again, very special guests. Both my brothers here, Jacob and James. How are you both doing today? Please introduce yourself, starting with you, Jacob.
Name's Jacob. I'm doing fine.
Nice. How about you, James?
Hello. My name is James, and I'm also doing fine.
Okay, great. Yeah, so today in the Bondcast it is actually a day after Christmas, and it is Boxing Day today. And I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas day yesterday. I hope everybody had a great, relaxing day. And I know if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you just had a wonderful day, had a good, relaxing day as well. And just happy holidays. Great festive season. Hopefully, you just had some time to yourself, some time to reflect on a few things. But yeah, so today on the Bondcast, we're gonna be talking about music, and I just wanted to talk about music in general, like mainstream music. Christmas music. It is a Christmas season. Talk about the Christmas songs. And yeah, that's basically what we're going to be talking about on the Bondcast today. So, would it be okay to ask you guys, what is your favorite Christmas song? And just tell me why. Why is it your favorite song? Uh, so yeah, Jacob, want to say your favorite song, Christmas song?
Yes. My favorite is Carol of the Bells because it's an iconic um, Christmas carol that has been around for ages.
hmm Is that the only reason why? You have any other reasons why you like that song? Like you like the instruments, or
Um, no, that's it.
that's really it? It's just like because it's a very classic song.
Yes.
Okay, very classic dude he is indeed. How are you, James?
I think my favorite Christmas song has to be "Do They Know It's Christmas" by the Band Aid, year 1984. I really like that song because they gathered a lot of people for that song. I'm pretty sure Phil Collins is in there and
Yes.
George Michael,
Mm-hmm.
and they did it for a good cause as well. They did it for uh, to get the message out for AIDS because AIDS was becoming this whole disease and people didn't know how to react to it. So I think they did a good job spreading that awareness.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Um, would you call that a classic Christmas song? Would you say it's a little underrated on the radar?
I think I don't hear it a lot on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they did play it a lot because I love that song.
Yeah, it is a very, very good tune, in my opinion as well. I gotta say that's definitely on my top five list. I think, though my all-time favorite Christmas song has to be "Last Christmas" by Wham, with George Michael. That's gotta be a instant classic for everyone. Probably within the range of a debatable placement of saying that it might be the best Christmas song ever. It's a heart heartbreak pop ballad about Christmas. I don't hear too many of those. Um, but yeah, I really like the tune. I love the repeated synth line. I love George Michael's lyrics and just his voice, just amazing. I love George Michael, and the '80s is always great. So yeah, um, that's our favorite Christmas songs. Hopefully, maybe some of y'all have heard some of these songs before. Probably, definitely very popular these days. I know most people don't even listen to the radio nowadays, but it is quite good to listen to these songs every once a year. Gives a great vibe, great
Yeah,
feeling.
it's too bad Christmas ended.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're not gonna hear those songs until next year.
Though they do play it very early. I remember the earliest. What did we hear on the radio? Like November
Yeah.
2nd.
Yeah,
That's really early.
yeah.
Played a whole month and a half before it even Christmas starts. So yeah, hopefully again you had a good Christmas season. Um, but the reason why I wanted to talk about music today's episode of the Bondcast, everybody here, including myself, we are all very big avid music fans. I know each of us here have at least played an instrument before, and we've all at least taken a music class. Uh, Jacob, what do you play in music?
Drums.
Oh, he plays yeah, percussion drums.
Yeah.
I play trombone. I also play the drums sometimes. What about you, James?
Uh, During high school, I played the trumpet for my music class, and when I'm not busy, I like to play on my guitar or piano. Yeah.
Yes. Wow, that's very cool of you.
Hmm.
So yeah, everyone here has the ability to play a sort of instrument one way or another. Um, but the main reason why I want to talk about music is because we all actually like to listen to a lot of music too. I think out of all the three of us here, I think James has definitely the most developed um, music taste. Probably has the most wide range of music tastes. Probably just because he's older. If I'm being honest, if I if I was probably the same age as him, maybe I think maybe I had a more what you call it, a more range, more more. What do you call it? I don't know, just more. I listen to more music.
Diverse.
Yeah, diverse.
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, I can't say that myself. I've been listening to quite a bit of a diverse music because of James, because he gives me a lot of good music to listen to. So yeah, that's why I wanted to talk about music today, and I just wanted to talk about just music in general, like today's society, what gets played on the radio, and what's very played a lot. What's played a lot these days? What's a little what's playing on the radio, and is how it's influencing the next generation. I know we're all Gen Z, right? Gen Z, yeah. None of us millennials listen past the 2000s, so most of our music is past the 2000s. But yeah, you know, from okay, let's talk about from how music has changed over the decades. Do you think that music from the 2000s is very different from the 2010s? Hmm? Jacob, what do you think?
Uh, mm, I I think a little bit, I guess. The beats change, lyrics change.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Would you say that's for like the better or the worse? You think?
I mean, music is always evolving for
Hmm.
the better.
Hmm. So you think it's for the better then? Yes. Oh, okay. Um, what about you? What about you, James?
Uh, you know, by looking at the music from the 2010s and the 2000s,
Hmm.
there's a lot has changed. I mean,
Hmm.
you see the messages now. They're all it's different. The lyrics,
Hmm.
uh, I don't know, like in the 2000s, there's a lot of pop music.
Hmm.
I barely hear any like pop music anymore. Or
Yes.
what my friends listen to. They mostly listen to like rap
Hmm.
nowadays.
A lot of hip hop.
A lot of
Yes.
hip hop, yeah.
Hmm. Uh,
And especially going even further back, like the 1970s
mhm.
or 1980s, there's a lot of rock music. I barely hear any rock music anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That is
Yeah.
very true. Um, there's a lot of things going on genre wise that I think that have been a crucial role um to the current songs and music that's been playing on the radio. Thank you for your expertise. That's very insightful. That is very true. Talking about what plays on the radio these days, what gets popular. It's a lot of pop songs were really thriving back before the 2000s, and even rock too. That's what he said. And nowadays, a lot of hip hop and a lot of rap is played a lot on the radio, very very often. Um, and to talk about the sound of it more, like even if we go and talk about different sort of topics that were being talked about, a lot of stuff, especially nowadays, there's a lot of songs and music on mental health, which is a good thing. It is a good thing that these topics should be talked upon a lot. Um, it shouldn't be stigmatized. It shouldn't be kept underground about these things. And it's very very much a lot of thought is being expressed, especially within these new generations of music. But again, one thing that has mainly shifted is the genre. And hip hop, the hip hop sound as a whole, I think people sort of miss out on that. Um, the sort of sound of hip hop. Someone like myself or James here has listened to a lot of hip hop sounds and rap music. I'd say that hip hop is probably my main genre that I listen to. It gets very convoluted when you go through the eras of hip hop music, especially now, um, where the beats have evolved. Back then when hip hop was starting in the Bronx, New York, you know, there was the four pillars of hip hop: DJing, uh, was it DJing, MCing,
Hmm.
graffiti art, and breaking.
Breakdancing.
Yeah, breakdancing. Yeah, the four pillars. So Jacob, you even know this? Wow, I didn't even know you knew. But yeah, a lot has changed. A lot now. Most people just tend to put their um, eyes on thinking that hip hop is mainly just you on a microphone rapping. Fast bars, fast lyrics. That's like, oh, that's rap. That's hip hop. And it's to an extent they're correct, but obviously if we go to the roots and the foundation, this is obviously way 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 different. And to say how much it's evolved, it's sort of strayed away from this, from the roots a bit. A lot of, I guess you would say, the evolution of instrumentals has caused a lot more, almost a clubbing sound. Like you go to clubs and you hear a lot of this stuff, like EDM. It's like EDM mixed with pop, mixed with rap, mixed with hip hop, and it that's basically what the entire sound of music is right now. It's just, if it's pop, it's got at least one rap verse in it, or if it's hip hop, it sounds more poppy to sound, or attract more teens, teenage audiences. And it's almost like, you know the goal and the main purpose of hip hop, which was to produce new sounds and artistry, has sort of come, you know a little less creative. It's a little less innovative, and it's sort of sad to see. And especially nowadays with basically the entire media. The entire media. We're talking about the entire media is basically honed into people's music tastes. Most of the time, people don't even listen to the radio anymore. Everyone has Spotify or apps.
Streaming services.
Yeah, no one listens to the radio anymore, and you don't even have to listen to all the songs on the radio. But I feel like, in my humblest opinion, that most people nowadays get most of their music from social media, Instagram, TikTok. TikTok is huge.
Mhm.
I seen. I remember this. Remember that one TikTok with the dude on the skateboard with cranberry juice.
Yeah, the
What is
cranberry.
it? He was listening to Fleetwood Mac, and that song was like number one on Spotify for so long. It was trending on Spotify, and I was so confused. I don't know why it was, and then I realized, oh, it was that one dude on TikTok, and it blew up. But yeah, TikTok has a massive influence on what people listen to nowadays, and it's really really crazy, to think about these things. And you know, is it really good? Is it good? Is it for the, you know, is it bad that these TikTok songs are very influential to these kids? And the one thing that I really wanted to talk about is the themes and the topics that are portrayed in modern music. Like I said before, I know mental health was a very big topic that was touched upon within the recent decade, but a lot of stuff on hip hop has transcended even from the roots. Uh, what I mean by that is a lot of themes in hip hop, like even way back when they were talking about gang violence, racism, very mature subject themes that have now, because of the way that hip hop has transcended into modern music, you hear a lot of these themes within, pop music and hip hop music that people are listening to over and over again. And sometimes I tend to think, is it really, really appropriate that people are listening to this sort of stuff? Um, Especially when a lot of things now are not normally censored. Censorship is out of the gates. So, um, really, I wanted to get you guys' opinion. Like, what do you think about the topics? What do you think about the topics that are being portrayed in music? Like with drugs. A
Yeah.
lot. There's a lot of drugs. A lot of drugs. A lot of stuff on sexualizing stuff. A lot of these things. So, what do you think? What do you think? Give me your opinions on this, Jake. What do you think?
If, well, I don't think the messages are really good to most people. I do believe that the right way to uh, um, right way to handle these topics are just simply have the censored version uh, be across more, like like
Hmm.
be across more to people.
Yeah. So you think more censorship should be done?
Yes,
Yes. Whose fault is this? Who do you think? You think it's the parents' fault that makes their kids listen to this music? You think it's the labels? You think it's the artist's fault? Whose fault is it? You think?
it's the people who make the
You
lyrics.
think it's the people who make the lyrics? So the
Yeah.
writers.
Yes.
Okay. So that could be either the artist or the label, depending how you look at it. But okay, okay, good take on it. Good take on it. What about you, James?
Uh, I don't know. I think I would have to disagree with what Jacob's saying about how it's the people's fault.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's society's fault.
Society itself. Okay.
Yeah. Uh, with all this social media,
Mm-hmm.
it's like the it's getting to like more spread out, like everything and everywhere, and it, kids are just understanding things a little bit faster than what people used to, because now they have the internet and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and they're getting all this information, and they're developing like more faster
Mm-hmm.
than when I was young. I didn't even know all this stuff when I was 12, and now you got these 12-year-old people on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
That is understandable. Yeah, of course. That's just modern day technology just evolving. Uh, it is a major influence on the kids these days. Um, and on top of that, I just want to touch on that a little bit. Like, you think that you know, because we are evolving, technology is evolving. Society, we are evolving. Do you think that it will get potentially even worse in the future? You think it's going to get better in the future? What do you think?
I think technology is maybe helping us in the future. In fact, maybe I bet even in the next 20 to 30 years, I think this whole music problem will be finished.
You think so?
You really think so?
You think
Yeah.
that you think that in the future they'll have like music bots that will censor everything and everything's gonna be fine? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You think that the music industry itself will be taken over by robots? Like you don't even need singers anymore. You can have these like robots that just sing for you.
What? No, that'll probably come in like the next 100 years.
Oh, okay. What about you, James?
I don't know. You got autotune. Autotune used to be
Free. No, I'm just kidding.
no, autotune used to be very criticized back in the late 2000s actually.
Yes.
But now it's getting popular again. No, not again. Like it's getting popular now.
Mhm.
Every song I hear, people just use the autotune, and I don't know if I think it's a good way because it's a different way of viewing music.
Agreed.
But like, I just don't. It's hard to know what's a person what a person's natural singing voice is. You know what I mean? Because they keep on
Yeah.
using this autotune. It's just really hard. But it could be it has its autotune has its pros and cons. You know.
Yeah, I agree. You know, to a certain extent that autotune is good. It's the future of music, but obviously it sort of takes away that originality from people who want to be different. People who don't want to use autotune and take a different path. Autotune can be somewhat of a hindrance when people try to shove it down their throats in order for them to, come up with new music. But again, that's just within the music industry itself. That's just how it is nowadays. And I know, like you said, in the earlier 2000s, late 2000s, that autotune was coming. When I think a really good example of that is Kanye's Reason 808s.
Yeah.
When his album came out, people didn't seem to like it that much. But I think it's one of his greatest albums. Maybe it might even be his best.
Highly influential.
Yes.
To comparing it to today's music.
Especially now, listen to a lot of the hip hop sound today is being influenced by autotune itself. But more on Kanye. You guys like Kanye at all? Like Kanye? What's your you listen to Kanye, Jake?
Oh yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you what do you like about Kanye?
His unique way of making songs,
Yeah.
His voice, his talent really defines the 2010s, not
Do,
the 2000s.
do you have a favorite song or album?
Not that I can think of right now, but I'll probably do it after this podcast.
Oh, okay. You'll listen to more Kanye after. Okay, great. What about you, James? You like any What about this? You have any Who's your favorite artist right now? You have any people you want to talk about, Jake? Who's your favorite artist right now?
Favorite artist?
Yeah, favorite anyone really. Just get into more what you like. What do you like? Who do you like to listen to?
There's too many options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for right now, I'm probably thinking like I think either Kanye or
Kanye or
uh, Kanye or what's that other's name? Drake.
Drake. Okay, yeah, Drake. Of course, classic Drake. Repping Canada, Toronto. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good choice. I like that choice. What about you, James? You got any artists?
Definitely right now. Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh man, I should have said that.
Okay.
I just love his message he brings to his songs, man. And the way he his creativity is it's out of this world. Yeah. Oh man.
Kendrick Lamar is really killing the game right now, and he's very, very great hip hop records. Ones that touch on many different subjects. Racism, oppression. Injustice. A lot of standard. Hip hop roots. I would say he's definitely one of the more rooted hip hop artists that that seem to demonstrate the art of hip hop, and very very talented artists. I'd say Kendrick is one of them, one of my favorites too. I'd say right now though, for me, definitely Tyler the Creator, one of my favorite artists right now. Uh, Igor came out back in 2019, almost 2 year mark. 2020 coming up soon, in a week from now. You know, but yeah, Igor is a great record. Not necessarily a hip hop record. It's a record about like a heartbreak. Uh, it's a heartbreak alternative rap album, I'd say. And yeah, a great album to listen to. I mean, a great album to listen to if you're not more on that uh, hip hop rooted, sort of like Kendrick Lamar, who does talk about a lot of dark and mature themes. This is more about brighter themes such as love. Igor is about love, or rather the lack of love, because of the heartbreaks. But it is a very good album, and I feel like it is definitely an album people should definitely listen to, especially if you haven't heard of Tyler the Creator at all. And it's not to say that everybody has the same sort of passion for music as us, some of us here. So if you don't like the music that we listen to, or yeah, the music that we listen to, then it's completely fine, and that's your opinion, I guess. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about today in the uh music topic of today. Anything interesting going on? Current events? You guys want to talk about anything? I know Christmas happened. And you want this is a open open speech here. You want to talk about anything at all?
Um, I've I've heard that the NBA is opening.
The NBA?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
starting up again. Yeah. What do you think about the NBA opening up, James?
I think it's amazing because I got something to watch over the Christmas break.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah,
No, you don't think it's too early to bring out the players?
no, I don't think so.
Think it's fine?
I think it's fine. If they do it later, then that I think it's just gonna cause more problems.
Okay, that is fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Speaking of something to watch over the the winter break, Wonder Woman came out yesterday.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. Oh, it's sad to see because this week also they announced the lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
the provincial lockdown. So
No more movie theaters. Yes.
yeah, well there hasn't been movie theaters in a while though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad to see and all these small businesses getting shut down, but it's the right thing to do, I guess.
Trying to stop COVID. Yeah.
You gotta stop the spread.
Hmm. But yeah, I agree. I love going to the cinema. I know movies is definitely one of my favorite things to do as a pastime, watching movies. Um, but yeah, it is very unfortunate that the cinemas are in fact closed. Even though it did say they were doing Wonder Woman in theaters. I don't know how you would watch it in theaters, but maybe wherever there isn't a lockdown, you could definitely watch Wonder Woman, the second movie, of course. Hopefully that does well. Yeah, that's about it. What do you have to say for closing remarks, Jake? Do you have anything else to say to the people?
uh, Merry Christmas. Have a happy New Year, and have a great music taste and all that stuff for the next year as well.
Yeah, listen to more music. Listen to more music. What about you, James?
I I also want to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year
Mm-hmm.
to everybody watching.
Mm-hmm.
Stay safe.
Yes.
Gotta be aware of your surroundings because you can't really trust anybody these days
Okay.
with the COVID. Of
COVID.
COVID, of course.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just be careful and let's hope that 2021 is gonna be positive vibes. Positive vibes for 2021, the next year. Yep.
Yep. But yeah, same with me. Thank you again for watching the second episode of the Bondcast every Saturday. Sponsored by no one this week. But yes, thank you for watching. Or say listening to the podcast, Bondcast. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Hopefully, the new year does you well. Everyone's hoping for the new year. Of course, it's probably not going to be as worse as this year. Let's all be honest here. Uh, I don't think any year will be as unique as 2020 for sure. But yes, have a good rest of your 2020 if you're watching this then. Have a good 2021 if you're watching that then. And yeah, have a good day. Thank you.